Wandering Star candle company, aka the Friends company, and I want to do an unboxing. So let's go ahead and get into it. And it came in this package here. Cute, huh? Nice and cute. This is a Houston, Texas-based company, so the fact that I got here within a week, that's actually really, really good. So just FYI, for those who have Father's Day gifts you want to provide to people, or birthdays, or holidays, or weddings. It is wedding season, or baby shower. Going through it, and this is how it's like in here, and you can tell, see, look, made in Texas. Oh, you did that. Look at this. Isn't that nice and summery? So this is like the levels of it. So this is like the OG, like the original candle that one of the originals that he came out with, that I started burning right away. I still burn this one. This is design, the one that I unboxed last time. Remember this, Sephora Sin? I burn a lot of this during my Get Fit With Me series, Yoga Edition, which you guys should be checking out. This is on island time. I'm always on island time in the summer months. Child, water, all of it. I love it. But anyway, it is a tropical beach candle. So it's going to have a citrus and agave nectar. Definitely a summer candle. Even the packaging is intentional. So that is, again, dope. All that. Oh. Child, I have to work today, and this makes me not want to work. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like this one a lot. It's called Beach Cabana. What we got going on? Oh my God. It smells so good. I don't want to work today. Oh my gosh. I just want to go directly to the beach. Hi. So I mentioned life update. Life update time, guys. Oh, by the way though, it's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and welcome back to my channel. And it is definitely a life update. And before I even get into the life update, I do want to say I never celebrate this. I said I was going to do it, and I just keep forgetting. Thank you for everyone who has been watching and viewing my videos. I am at over 30,000 views right now. And I literally started this channel in February. And I have one video that, and I'm not sure why, I really don't know why, but I have a video that is up to almost 5,000 views. And I'm like, so thank you. But if you're going, and this is just, I know I've said this multiple times, please, if you're going to continue to support your channel, please like and subscribe. Subscribe. Because I am now getting closer, even though this originally started as a passion project, I'm getting closer to being eligible for monetization. So if you guys can subscribe, you're doing your girl such a solid. You're getting me closer to making some coins on this channel, and that would be awesome. And also too, for those who are watching, if you guys have some businesses and stuff that you want me to advertise in the video, because you know I advertise my friends' candles all the time, and I also advertise a channel, quite a few channels. That's kind of what this channel high key is. Like, I advertise people's channels. I try to put a spotlight on it. If you want me to do that here, let me know. We can collaborate. Just check me out on Instagram. I have Melanin Nostalgic Runner on Instagram, and send me a DM, or you can email me at melaninnostalgicrunner@gmail.com. So if you want to collaborate, do some things, let me know. But yeah, without further ado, I will provide life updates to you right now. And okay, this is going to seem disconjointed. the video originally was supposed to be intro to another video. So I'm gonna put this in the beginning. Yeah, anyway. A little bit of life update. So I have not been running as much as I would like this year. My running is just, I'm doing it, but I'm not feeling it. To be completely transparent, me breaking my toe earlier this year kind of put a wrench in my plans for my running for the year, because I mean, occasionally now, not always, my toe feels off here and there when I'm running. And I might, if it continues, I might have to go to a podiatrist this year to figure out, did it heal properly? Did it not? I don't know, because when you break a toe, there's really nothing you can do. You can't really put a cast on it. You just buddy it up and hope for the best. It's one of those. And I did a half marathon 6 weeks after I did it, which might have been a little too soon, but I already signed up for the race and it was out of town. I already paid for the airfare. I already paid for, you know, the Airbnbs. And also it was a trip, you know, I'd never been to Vegas. It was a free race entry. So it was the one and only time where I was going to be able to do a race for free, basically. And only thing I had to worry about was paying for all the other stuff. And I'd never been to Vegas. So I was like, I'm going to do this. It was also an excuse to see the Hoover Dam and, you know, see other things I had never seen before. So I was going to do it. And I haven't done a solo trip for a while. So I was like, yeah, this is going to happen. But that might have been to my own detriment, because fast forward today, I can run. It doesn't hurt all the time, but occasionally, and I really only feel it when I'm not as hydrated as I should be. My toe feels a little weird. And then even when I went to my friend's wedding earlier this month and I tried to wear stilettos, my foot was not happy about it. And it really mainly had to do with the toe. So with that being said, I mentioned I was training for ultra. Your girl had to defer it. I thought mentally, physically, all of the above, it was the right decision to defer it till next year. And I have the option to defer it because the race is not until October. But I also see where I'm at, my mileage, what comes along distance, and I have not been doing those miles. And for me, if I'm going to do anything more than a half marathon, I want to feel like I've trained for it. And I don't feel like I have at this point. So I'm still running. We're not going to stop doing that. That's child. If I can help it, body and mentally and all that willing, we'll continue running. But I am probably going to try to do like a half marathon or something in replace of it. Not the same event. I'm going to probably try to find something else to do. Just so that I'm still getting the runs in. I still, you know, am motivated, because I am someone who is, those who know me, I am extremely goal-oriented person. So that's kind of a thing for me. I need to have goals, or else the motivation kind of isn't there as much. So, and shout out to some of my friends who I talked to about it earlier this week. I kind of had a little bit of a breakdown, because they're just like, what's wrong? I'm just like, when it comes to my life, I'm happy, but I don't enjoy running right now. And anyone who's ever been into sports or fitness, you have those slumps when you just don't enjoy it. And that's me right now. I am not, I'm doing the runs, but I'm not enjoying them. I'm kind of doing them out of obligation for myself, because I know I need to do it. So that's why the long distance running really hasn't been happening also. I'm not feeling it. I'm not into it. I rather sleep in, which I have been doing. I've been resting my body more than ever. So physically, I probably look better because I've been resting. I've been, you know, taking care of myself more when it comes to like self-care. I've been all in on the self-care side of things lately. And that's why this video called to me, because of the self-care of it all. Like, I think also with me starting this channel and starting doing yoga so often, it's changed my perspective on being fit, healthy, and not willing yourself into doing things as much, which is kind of a conflict when it comes to distance running, because sometimes you have to find the balance when you do distance running, especially when you're doing actually really any distance, particularly if you're trying to perform, like, you know, run a fast time and stuff like that. I haven't been really time oriented for a while, which is why I also feel like it's also the reason why I was like, let's defer, because next year I really want to get back to being time oriented, because I miss being fast. Okay, I miss being a fast runner. I used to run some times, and those who know me today, who I hang out with frequently and regularly, would never know it, because they've never seen me be competitive. And I used to be ultra competitive when I was a runner, especially in my late 20s. When I picked it up really quickly, and I started just getting faster. I hit a plateau, and I was able to keep that pace and keep being fast for a while until I had a lot of random hiccups here and there, because I was literally burning myself out. And now that I'm aware that the burnout can happen, I try to listen ahead of time before it really fully happens. And I'm feeling the same ways I felt a couple years ago again, where the burnout was starting to happen again. And I just don't want to get there. I don't want to get there. I'm like, you know what? Let's pause it. Let's focus on other forms of fitness. Let's still run, but like, let's not force this. It doesn't have to be forced, you know. Lately I've joined a couple new running groups, and that's been enjoyable. I've been enjoying that. So that's going to continue happening. I'm going to continue using running as definitely as a social outlet and meet new people and stuff. So I've been enjoying that part of it a lot. But it's like a 5K. I could do a 5K. I have no excuse to not do a 5K. I can even probably do a 10K. I could do a half. It's just anything that's more than that for me, I'm not mentally there. And I think the other thing is, naturally, the half marathon distance is honestly my sweet spot for distance running. That's like the one that like I enjoy the most. Marathons, I just like the challenge of it, and it's all here. It's not really a physical thing for me anymore. Now, it is clearly because it's definitely like beating up your body literally, but that's another thing. I want to be able to run until I'm 80. I want to be able to be active until I'm 80, 90. You know, I want to be one of those people who's like, I'm 80 or 90, but you don't know that I'm 80 or 90. I want you to think I'm like 70. That's how I want to be. So looking at the big picture, the deferring was the best decision. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep all of this at the beginning of the video, because I am talking a lot, but I just felt like I needed to share that. So I am probably going to be back to posting more videos with that being said. So yeah, this is a content update. And I'm going to start going to the gym more again. I have a triathlon next weekend. So see, we're not slacking. I'm just trying to not burn myself out. And I'm saying this to you guys because I feel like I have to say it out loud to believe it myself. Because whose critic is the worst? I'm my own worst critic. I literally give myself anxiety over feeling like I'm not doing enough. And it's maddening. Like, to be in my head, it's scary sometimes. But I'm sure anyone and everyone can identify with feeling that way. You know, especially if you've been doing something for a very long time. I've been running and been into the sport of running as far as like winning my age group and stuff like that since 2009. Like, I started in 2009 and I never stopped. Like, when I broke my toe, that was the longest break I've ever taken. That 6 weeks felt like hell. I have never taken a long of a break since I started running. So you can imagine when it comes to the running of it all, mentally, I'm still not there yet. Like, the switch hasn't clicked back on from when I was because the thing that, oh man, I know I said I was gonna stop talking about the broken toe thing, but child, if you only knew, before that broken toe happened, I was on the road of getting back to my older times. Like I was running 8:30, 9-minute pace, and it didn't feel hard. Right now, that feels hard for me to do. And that's what is high key bothering me. I hate that that feels hard. It used to not feel that hard. It used to feel so easy. That used to be just like walking. And now that's a challenge. And you would say, okay, wait. Yeah, I have a little bit more weight on me, but I have literally the same amount of weight on me as I had when I first started running. So it is a lot, but it's not. And also too, this time around with the weight that I have on me versus when I first started running, I'm a lot more muscular now than I was then. So it's less fat than before. So, you know, it's a whole thing. But yeah, it's been really challenging and really, yeah, it's just been challenging to mentally get myself back to wanting to run. And I've also just had a lot of physical elements this year. This has been the year of challenges when it comes to like my body kind of like saying, nah. Like, you know, the broken toe started it. And right lately, other reason why I haven't really been running as much. I know, see, and for me, it's like, I feel like I'm giving myself excuses when it's not, it's legitimate. I have had upper back issues for like over a month now. Like to the point where I'm getting it worked on. Yeah, I have upper back issues. And then last week, beginning of this week, the upper back transitioned to lower back issues. So I was afraid to run because the lower back issues I have and have every so often, it doesn't happen often, but it happens probably, I would say every 5 years. So I was about due. I sometimes get muscle spasms in my lower back while running. And if that happens while I'm running, run's over. Like I can't even run anymore. It even hurts to walk. Like I honestly, when I have the muscle spasms in my lower back, it's like I need to abort mission like immediately. And that was also another thing that was mentally in my head. Like I don't want to do a long run. And then I'm like halfway out at my long run. And all of a sudden I have a muscle spasm. I know I could take my Ventura card. See, this is a thing that I'm not even thinking through all the way with all these things that are going on in my head mentally. It's like, you live in Chicago. The world would not be over with if you couldn't complete the run. You could totally bring your Ventura card, or you could have your phone on you and lift home if you have to, or take the L home or take the bus home. Like there's options where I wouldn't be stranded, but in my head, it's not computing that can be like, that's a possibility. So that's just enough to be like, okay, I'm clearly just not in the mental headspace to do this long distance running this year. I am going to do it next year. I did defer it all to next year. And I actually have a really, really cool trip planned for next year around November-ish, where I go to Utah. I'm going to do a marathon trail run in Utah. So I have that planned for next year. So I'm hoping I can get my body and stuff back together so I can get that done. But I'm planning it out more towards the end of next year because I have other things going on. Like I'm trying to move, and so that's going to take up a lot of my money up until then. Because moving, I'm actually trying to hopefully be an owner of some things. So a lot going on. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of my life updates. I'm trying to think what else is going on. But yeah, so you won't hear me talking about distance running right now as far as like long distance. Like I'm going to run still, but I'm not feeling the double digit running right now. I'm going to do some of it because I actually do have a half marathon at the end of August or mid-August that I'm planning on going to do and enjoying, because it's going to be one in Michigan, and that way I could get that state checked. But yeah, that's the update. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Please like, comment. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a life update, and let me know in the comments so you feel that way at times when it comes to like, you know, you're just not there. Oh, I guess one more thing I wanted to add to why I feel like I'm not there is I've been really living life this year, but in a good way, not a bad way. Life has been lifing a little bit, but we're not going to talk about it here. But it hasn't been horrible. It's just been more like adulting life stuff, you know? And, but I've been doing things I haven't done in years. Like I went to the Jan Jackson concert. Bucket list thing that I've been wanting to do. I finally did it. And I have 2 more concerts that I have scheduled that I'm going to in October. So around the same time as what the Ultra would be. So I'm just kind of like, I'd rather go to 2 concerts and enjoy myself versus doing that. And one of my friends I was talking to about how I was feeling about the running, they're just like, running long distance and doing what you do is a sacrifice. You sacrifice social life. You sacrifice a lot. And when they broke that down to me, I was like, you're right. I have been sacrificing my social life and all that being a distance runner for years. I needed to sacrifice it for a certain time frame because I needed to find a new social group, which now I have the right social group, clearly. But I don't want to do that when this is literally the first year where outside is outside again. You know what I mean? Like all of us were locked in the house for 2 to 3 plus years because of the way of the world. And I'm in a major city where there's plenty of cool stuff to do that is safe and fun. And I could be either going to bed super early, waking up super early for a long run, and beating my body up, and then also overly watching what I'm eating and all that, which I am still doing the overly watch what I'm eating because, you know, something has to give when it comes to all that anyway. But I'm in a foodie town. Like there's just so much. I'm just like, I need to really embrace being here. Especially once I made a decision, I'm staying in this city for the long foreseeable future. I need to enjoy the idea that I live here and enjoy the best part of being here, which is the summer. Chicago summers are the best summers. I'm sorry. They got nothing on. The rest of the places could never. A lot of these places could never. Like Chicago summers is that girl. She's that girl. She is that girl. And I've been fully embracing it. And I even have an event I'm going to later today. It's just going to be, the summer is the summer. And you can either do stuff with people or by yourself. And there's still some cool stuff to do. And half the time I be finding things from just like walking around and just stumbling upon things. And you can't really do that in like other cities. Like, you know, Chicago's just different. It just is, but in a great way, in the best way possible. So, anyway, I say all that to be like, okay, that's the other reason why I'm just like, just enjoy yourself, really enjoy your time and enjoy all the life changes that you've had happen. Like, embrace it, deal with it, don't run away from it, enjoy yourself. That's what your girl is gonna do. That's the plan. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep all this or not, but anyway, that has been my life update of what's been going on. I just felt like I needed to give a little bit of a life update because you probably were wondering, why did the video start, what was happening? And yeah, part of it was I really was trying to step up my running, but it really didn't happen. Instead, I just rested. I didn't realize how much I've been burned out and been burning myself out when it comes to running and everything else I do. And I didn't even think about it until talking to other friends about it, like, which, by the way, talk to people when you're going through some things. Hello. So I was talking to some of my friends about it. I was just like, you know, I ran through the pandemic. I think I burned myself out of running again because I didn't realize that was literally all I was doing during the shutdown. And we're gonna cut that other word out. But during the shutdown, I literally was running all the time. That's all I had in me to do was run. I just ran like, I mean, that was all I could do because gyms were closed. That's actually when I picked back up on yoga, which I'm so thankful I did because I've been back to doing it ever since then. And I really should have never stopped doing yoga to begin with. But yeah, that's all I did. I biked and ran. And that's another thing too, because I've been running so much lately, I feel like I haven't been giving myself enough time to really bike as much. And I kind of miss doing long distance biking. Like when I first moved here to the city in 2018, because I did live in the burbs for a while, but when I first moved to the city, I wasn't training for anything. And I'm glad I wasn't. I actually did a similar thing as I'm doing right now in 2018, where I was like, you know what, let's just take a break, let's chill, because I had a lot of life things happen there too. And one of the things I did was I was still running a lot, but just not as much as what I was used to. So back to kind of running the way I'm doing right now, but I was biking everywhere. I was really enjoying the lakefront for the first time and all those other things. So I want to get back to doing that again. I want to get back to like taking my bike and just going wherever I'm biking in the morning. Because I also am someone who likes to cycle a lot too. Running isn't my only love. And that's what makes it complicated for me, because although running is my love, like when it comes to physical activities, your girl's polyamory. So she likes her running, she likes her yoga, she likes cycling, she likes strength training. She kind of dabbles with swimming here and there. Like I'm in a relationship with all these aspects of like physical activity. And then my distance boo thing is hiking, because I don't feel the need to do it here. I'll do it like when I'm out west or something like that. But that's like my distance boo thing. Yeah. All these different activities are all of my relationships that I embrace clearly more than probably most people. But so yeah, I want to kind of nurture those other relationships that I enjoy too. I know that sounds really silly how I broke it down, but that's another way of looking at it. It's me wanting to embrace all the other relationships I enjoy. And probably other people who I talk to are runners. A lot of them, not all of them. Actually, I have a lot of them who are like me. But I know a lot of them that running's their only thing. So it's kind of not. Which kind of scares me when running's someone's only thing. Because what happens when you can't run? For me, I know I have that in my head where, I couldn't run. But I also wasn't sad all the way, because I had other things. And I want to get back to doing more of those other things, but also keeping the running in there too. Because your girl's never going to stop running unless I physically cannot run. But anyway, that has been my rant / life update / how we doing today / was going to be the intro for my yoga video, but turned to a whole entire different thing. We'll do the intro for the yoga video that we're going to review in another video. because we got all the way sidetracked, because now you know why I felt this yoga video in my spirit and why I want to do it. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you get anything out of the content, it's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and I will see you next time. Bye.